Hello, we are Adventura, and today we are back for some more East of Eden. So we had a lot of fun with our first adventure. Can't think of the right word.
I
First
mean, we are
outing.
called Adventura, so
True,
it
maybe
works.
maybe a touch on the nose, but it gets the job done. But yeah, so today we're going to be checking out this one. This one got a few shout outs in that video. It's going to be called Evolve, and we're going to check out the extended version. So, anything before we dive in?
Let's do it. Got my
Let's do
notes
it.
ready. Let's do
Perfect.
this.
Yeah.
Love violins.
Mhm. Oh, so
Dude, I loved that.
good. Mhm.
I clicked the wrong button. There we go. I'm
That's
back.
okay. So that that was the extended version. Now I want to know what's the extended part because
Did
like
they
I
just
don't
take
want
out some of
any
the
of that.
solos?
I guess so. I don't want
Yeah.
that. Like,
No,
don't get me wrong, it would be good otherwise, but I want all of that. I need
all
all
of
of
all of that.
that.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing that I could think of that they would shorten would be like the violin intro and some of
Yeah.
the guitar solos and some of those things that I'm about to praise because I freaking loved it. I,
The
I don't want
only
to I don't want a short version.
other insight I have is I had some trouble finding the lyrics, and the lyrics I found was like a very small section of the song. So I wonder if they actually just like extended and created more verses and stuff. That's purely speculation on probably just an error on my end, but that is a
Okay.
possibility as well.
So just scrolling down a little bit further on YouTube,
Okay.
I found the album version and it's 5 minutes and 15 seconds, which is what, a minute and 30 seconds
Yeah, about a minute
less,
and a half. Yeah.
about a minute and a half. Um, I, I feel like they just kind of took out, I feel like I bet they took out the violin. I don't know.
Boo.
I don't know.
To be fair, I
I
think
don't
it's probably important to point out that they did not take out anything.
know.
They added stuff to this version. So
That's fair. Sorry. Elaborated on it. My
yes,
bad.
which is awesome. I'm glad
Oh,
that
yeah.
this was
No,
the version that was introduced to us because
I mean,
honestly, like it's just so freaking epic.
yeah, I mean, honestly, like, and again, I don't know what the difference is, so
Yeah,
I might be completely wrong. I mean, maybe she just didn't have maybe she didn't sing it as many times or
yeah.
something. I don't know. Um, but I mean, I'm gonna start with in terms of, I mean, I've already shouted out in the middle of the song. I couldn't help it. I loved, there was something about the melody and the
Hmm.
riffs and everything. It just felt epic, and I
Hmm.
freaking loved it.
And it went
um,
really well in between. Like it starts off as like fairly classical sounding
yeah,
solo, and
yeah,
then it kind of goes into like that more modern, just like that's where that melody just hits, and it's just so beautiful. I mean, both are
yeah.
beautiful in their own, and that's kind of the illusion you had to in the during the video. You were like, oh, it goes right back into being beautiful. Not that they're not both beautiful, but it's like it's
I
that
meant
more classical sound.
clean. Yeah.
Yes.
Later in like a few seconds later, I was like,
Yeah.
clean's the word I should have shouted out, but
Yes.
because both were so
Because
good,
they because she
I
does
loved it.
transition styles so quickly, and it's
And
so
yeah,
impressive.
yeah,
Oh, but yeah,
I
that
absolutely loved it.
that back and forth between the violin and the guitarist was just
I could just
so
listen to that all day. No joke.
yes.
I
Yeah.
honestly could.
Because it's one of those things, we often talk, especially with Love Bites and even with some bandmate, like we talk about like the dueling guitars, right? When you have two guitarists who are either soloing, like riffing off each other, or like
Or
doing it
matching.
at yeah, doing it at the same time.
Yeah.
This is like going back and forth, but it's between two different instruments, and it's so freaking
Yeah.
good.
And I
So
mean, the only other instrument that I love hearing, and it could be any combination of this, is the piano, like a
yeah,
piano and violin, a piano and guitar. I mean, it's just
yeah,
that's the other instrument that's just, it works so good with all of these things.
yes. I
Um,
mean, drums are good too, but we just don't appreciate drums as much as
I
we
mean,
probably should. So
I mean, I do,
I
but
don't think
it's also in all of them.
I will say I don't think I think you may even agree with this statement. I don't appreciate drums as much as I should. It takes a lot for me to notice the drummer, even in the bands, and this includes this band, but like even in the bands where it's like that drumming is really good consistently across the board. But we rarely shout out the drummer unless it's just like something solo or just like notable. We always shout out the guitarist because that's just what we notice more. So
Well, and like I've shouted out is like I play the guitar, so like I'm a sucker for the guitar,
it's your bias,
and
yes.
and I think I have to agree with you. That makes me
Yeah.
sad. I don't want to agree with you, but that does, because like the
Hmm.
more I think about it, is the ones that the drum. really sticks out and I shout it out, even like in my own music when I'm listening to it,
Yeah.
I take note of it, is during like a drum solo where they
Yeah.
like really are forward, or when it's like I listen to a lot of metal, so there's a lot of like double
Double
bass and a
bass.
lot of
Yeah.
them going nuts, and that's when
Yes.
I mentally noted. Aside from that, it's just like, yep, there's someone
You're the one
dropping the
keeping
beat.
everyone on you're the one keeping everyone on track, but I just
Yeah.
don't really notice you. I'm sorry. Yes.
Also, the drummer in Def Leppard has one arm, so
That's
that
true.
respect.
Yes.
But yeah, I don't think you're wrong.
Yeah.
It's fair.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, so what was the song about, bro?
Um, so see previous
From
note
what you
of
can
like I
gather.
don't
Yeah,
think I have all of the lyrics, but
you don't have the full
um
picture.
just from the opening lines are, and this is again translated, so grain of salt a little bit, but a single tear was the trigger. I knew it all along. I was drowning. I'm sick of hearing your pretty excuses. Waiting won't change a thing. I'm bound tight by a loose screw. Who are you protecting by keeping me locked away? So cutting down a little bit, and I think this is the chorus area. I can't stop now. Charge forward with your voice toward the future. You don't have to fit into any mold. I want to love this heart. A world that excels at endurance has created. Again, I may have just been straight up cut off there, but from the site that I was using, and I checked a few different ones, that's pretty much all I had. There's a little section I skipped there, but it does kind of just generally have this vibe of there was something that was kind of putting you in a box and you
Mhm.
shouldn't let it do that, whether that was a relationship or job or whatever. It
Break
does
out of that.
sound relationshipy,
Evolve.
but just because you know but I think the lesson from it can be extrapolated into a lot of other things for sure.
A lot of other things. Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
That's cool. I like it.
Yeah, yeah.
I like it.
But with that said, if there is more context to the song that I just missed through not having lyrics, or if there is just like a deeper meaning to it, definitely shout it out. I always love getting that insight for sure.
Yeah, we do. So
But anything else?
no, thanks for the
Okay.
recommend.
Yeah, absolutely. If y'all have anything else, I know there's a few other songs that were shouted out, but continue to shout those out and it'll bump it up the list. So, but until then, we'll talk to y'all later.
Later.